welcome back to Crick Tracker's special show in the air with me Nivedna Prabhu. Of course, जो transpire हुआ था second T20I में काफी close match फिर था in the third T20I, but again in a losing cause for West Indies. लेकिन दूसरी तरफ India has managed to win the third T20I by 17 runs. So सबसे पहले बात करेंगे कि T20I series they have managed to clinch in their favor 3-0. But आपको क्या लगा about the match? What did you really think about it? What do you think really went wrong for West Indies? इतना अच्छा performance थोड़े players का होता है. They also contribute in good numbers in fact in terms of the scorecard, लेकिन that's not translating into a win for them, तो थोड़ा सा disappointing होगा. लेकिन दूसरी तरफ Indian fans क्या सोचते हैं मुझे comment section में बताइए. And let's start off by looking at what the scorecard was of this particular match. यहाँ पे 184 for 5 India, जहाँ पे Surya Kumar Yadav scored that 65 of 31. Roston Chase for West Indies getting 1 for 23. दूसरी तरफ once again Nicholas Puran 61 out of 47 and Deepak Chahar lethal with the ball 2 for 15. तो यहाँ पे अगर एक नाम दोबारा से आया है who is been really consistent for Team India has to be Surya Kumar Yadav with every particular performance जो है उनका opportunity rather. यहाँ पे 65 runs out of 31 balls, 1 4, 7 sixes. काफी उम्दा परफॉर्मेंस था उनका. आपका क्या कहना है इसके बारे में वो भी मुझे बताइए in the comment section below. Of course we've spoken multiple times कि उन्होंने अपने chance के लिए for Team India he's waited for so long, but however he's gone on to prove. If you remember, thoda sa agar hum rewind kare, it was in March 2021 when he got that chance to debut for Team India in the T20I format, and after that unko jo bhi performance opportunity mila hai, he has converted into big numbers. दूसरी तरफ ईशान किशन के बारे में बात करते हैं. वहां पे of course having scored just 34 runs out of 31 balls, यहाँ पे there is another aspect of the game कि उन्होंने open किया आज alongside ऋतुराज गायकवाड़. आपको क्या लगता है? What do you think what happened here? And मैं यहाँ पे आपको सवाल इसलिए भी पूछ रही हूँ because let's be very honest, with almost let's say the Indian T20 League just around the corner, a couple of weeks वहाँ पे he has gone for a big number, right? तो a lot of money. तो अगर देखा जाए यहाँ पे for the performance that he has scored 34, yes, it's a little bit of a hit and a miss. आपको क्या लगता है ईशान किशन के performance के बारे में? It was also a little bit mixed bag जहाँ पे उनका IPL 2021 season भी गया, but he did come back eventually. So culminate both these performances for me. I see a lot of comments coming about Surya Kumar Yadav. Arun saying Surya Kumar Yadav, what a knock indeed. आपको क्या लगता है Arun, in terms of the T20 World Cup 2022, जो होगा later this year in Australia, Surya Kumar Yadav would definitely be one of the picks. Are you excited to see that as well? मुझे comments में बताइए. What do you think of Ishan Kishan on the other hand? Arun, definitely tell me. Vedant Mishra, sorry. Hi, I hope you're doing well. And राकेश ने बोला है it should be in Hindi as well. We'll try to keep it balanced between Hindi and English ताकि सबको समझ में आए. दूसरी तरफ अगर वेस्ट इंडीज के लिए बात किया जाए, one man who's definitely been in great form and consistent again has to be Nicholas Puran. तो देखते हैं Nicholas का how his performance was today. 61 runs out of 47 balls, 8 fours and 1 6. Once again, काफी उम्दा performance उनकी तरफ से. I see Mohammad saying a clinical win against number 18. Lion at home in Sena, whitewash against school team of Africa. Okay, so that is of course criticism coming Team India's way. Nitish has said kaun jeeta. Well, Nitish, it is Team India which has won this particular match. On दूसरी तरफ, one person who had predicted कि pre-match analysis में उनके हिसाब से it was going to be Team India winning this one had to be Harish. So Harish Mehta is joining me once again back in the studio. Harish, great to have you back. Hi. So सबसे पहले, of course, this has been another win for Team India. But what do you think is really not going for West Indies, despite that number that we just saw again of Nicholas Puran, stepping up? Why are they not able to go, cruise through at least a win वहाँ पे, according to you?
Well, first of all, I mean, it was not like a smooth sailing all over the match, but yeah, in the end, it looks pretty comfortable. But West Indies, I think overall, I think this team together has not been able to win over a lot, and you need the kind of chemistry in the team to to go through rough patches, to go through rough situations together and dig out a win.
Yeah.
Not every time you're going to have like batsmen performing at full potential and bowlers performing full potential, but so sometimes like bits and pieces of works needs to be done, and that's how a team like together, when they have been in this situation like in the past, they have this chemistry. I think that is lacking from the West Indies side. This team doesn't have like that chemistry in them that will get through them tough situations. Other than
Right.
that, they have talent in the squad, but just that I think the chemistry is lacking.
Okay, talking about chemistry, we'll also talk a little bit about the aspect of a performance that was really good. Was we were talking about Surya Kumar Yadav. Of course, you're a Ruturaj Gaikwad fan, and you were hoping for big things from him as well. But just to look at Surya Kumar and his growth and the opportunities that he's got, आपका क्या कहना है इसके बारे में? Also with that T20 World Cup later this year, are we looking at one star player to be added to the Indian squad?
I think he's an amazing, amazing talent, and he's actually an inspiration for a lot of people because we tend to look at players who are like the stars from early age, and they burst onto the scene from a very
Right,
young age, and they are always the star performers. But we rarely see people in the late 30s and late 20s, come onto the scene, and he's like kind of a late bloomer in one sense, and the what he is doing is just taking everything that he has been missing out for throughout his career. Let's say he's making the most out of it now. And even when he bats, he looks so comfortable. He plays orthodox shots, he plays unorthodox shots, but one thing is for certain, he looks in control all the time, and that is something really, really amazing to watch. And so he is actually making a certain place for himself in this team, and I think we will be counting on him a lot going ahead as well.
right. आप सबका क्या कहना है about this particular statement in terms of opportunity? Yes, but also to be like Harish has pointed out, a late bloomer, but proving to be quite important for the Indian side. दूसरी तरफ a comment coming about from Sachin saying Nicholas was pretty better with bat in the power play, but he struggled with the bat after power play. ज्ञान has said पूरन ने तो लगभग मैच जिता ही दिया, but शार्दुल ने आउट करके मैच वापस भारत के लिए कर दिया. Okay, how do you view that two comments coming in? One that about the power play and Puran struggling, and of course Shardul's performance as well.
Shahadul always comes good, and he's like known as for the last game of the series. So yeah, and today was also his contribution was immense. And I also said like Nicholas Puran is the one guy who I think can actually cause damage to our team. But he was
Right.
very lucky, and he has been riding on his luck throughout the whole series. I mean, he's such a lucky guy for right now. But
I mean,
but
he's
he
got a
made
lot of reason, right?
yeah, and but he made the most out of his luck, and he actually was looking very dangerous. But that's just like the comments said that Shardul came good, Harshal Patel came good, and this 19th over, which is like I think is the most important over, if not the 20th over. So last time also 19th over was good, very
Right.
crucial for us in winning the match, and this time around also. So yeah, credit to the bowlers.
Okay, so talking about a bowler and again the 19th over and pressure as well, Harshal Patel. Let's take a look at his performance and find out from Harish. Over here, 3 wickets, 4 overs, 22 runs, an economy of 5.50. We also, I think, have Venkatesh Iyer's performance in today's match as well. So if you could take a look, wahan pe. And Harish talking about Harshal Patel as well as Venkatesh Iyer.
Yeah, I mean, Venkatesh Iyer is just grabbing all the opportunities right now. I mean, he is doing the bits with bat and he's doing his job with the ball. So, I mean, he's proving to be a very good asset for India. I mean, I know he was a bit sloppy in the field, but who wasn't? I mean, and that was, I think that would actually, cause some irritation to Rohit Sharma, as we talked that earlier, that Rohit Sharma was a bit pissed about the fielding, and today it did not help the case. So, but looking away from that, Venkatesh Iyer has been actually superb throughout this series with both bat and ball. And Harshdeep, he came good when he was called upon. And I actually also want to mention one name, Deepak Chahar. This
Right.
guy, he is always high on confidence, even when he's not performing good. The team management backs him up, the captain backs him up, and he shows why. He went for what amount of money he went, and
Yeah.
and what kind of talent he is. Yeah.
Am I spotting a Chennai Super Kings fan right here in my studios? Are you someone who supports the Chennai team?
No, I don't particularly support Chennai, but yeah, I mean, I respect them a lot because what have they done, of course.
Okay, so who do you support in the Indian T20 league?
Indian T20 League, I just said that I am from Lucknow. Basically, I have not been like a avid supporter of any team, but now, of course, Lucknow getting in the team, so I'm very excited about that. Yeah,
Okay, so continue to talk about performances. Ek taraf, we have summarized, the star performers today for the India versus West Indies third T20I. But dusri taraf, one thing we definitely know is the conversation that happens on social media right after a match. So let's
hmm.
take a look at what is happening on Social Tracker, and of course get all of your viewpoints as well as Harish to tell us what he thinks. Yahan pe Harsha Bogle saying 48 out of 28 with Surya, 76 out of 39 with Pan, 91 out of 41 with Surya, Venkatesh Iyer at the end in the three games. Okay. Offside play of Surya Kumar Yadav was pleasing to the eye today. He's in top form, is
Yeah,
what Irfan has
yeah.
tweeted.
I mean, just like both even Ishan Kishan and when Surya Kumar Yadav were just like slogging shots, they
Yeah.
were just amazing to watch.
Oh no, he was bowling brilliantly. Deepak Chahar, hope it isn't serious.
Yeah.
Excellent batting from Surya Kumar Yadav and Venkatesh. Both have had real impact this series. Okay. And another one
Hmm.
up was upon a diamond in the sky.
Yeah.
Phenomenal batting by Venkatesh Iyer.
This is
Okay.
the one I'm talking about. Like he was looking so good, hitting those shots. I mean, it was looking like so easy for him to hit these kind of shots.
Looking at that aspect before we, of course, wrap up, the next series, the exciting series would be India versus Sri Lanka. Wahan pe the T20I squad and the Test squad has been announced. But a quick word on the T20I squad because we don't see Hardik Pandya having made that cut. A
Hmm.
quick word on the fact that you just spoke about Venkatesh Iyer. It's too soon to talk about whether he is that person who will eventually kind of refill that spot of Hardik Pandya. But what do you think? Do you think we
Yeah.
ideally might be looking at that?
I don't remember who said it, but I think someone said that Hardik Pandya brings. I think it's for Rohit Sharma that brings three set skills with him, like bowling, fielding, batting, and he was
Right.
so crucial for the Indian team. And just said about the two skill sets that Venkatesh Iyer brings, batting and bowling. So if he can actually be a bit better with his fielding. I think yeah, no, so he can actually be a good replacement. But talking about replacement for Hardik, I think it's too soon. I mean, he has been battling with injury, but Venkatesh Iyer needs to grab all the opportunities he can when Hardik is away because we know how good play Hardik is, and so he just needs a bit of time and confidence and that feeling because when you are injured, of course, you're never going to perform with like 100% mindset
Right.
because you're always having that fear that if I push myself extra, that it might cause me injury. So I think this
Right.
is a good opportunity for Venkatesh because he has this now, so that with Hardik on the sidelines, he can actually make a name, make himself a place in the team.
Okay, that is of course Harish's viewpoint. But before we wrap up, Gyan saying that according to him, Iyer is better than Hardik. But we'll wait and watch what's going to happen in the Indian T20
Too
League. He might
soon.
not be
Too
playing the
soon.
India versus Sri Lanka series. Like in Indian T20 League, my Hardik Pandya, what is he going to bring to the table? We'll have to wait and watch. On that very note, I want to thank everybody for joining me today in this quick post-match analysis, as well as Harish for joining me and talking to us about what he really thought about today's match. But like I always say, until we see you next time on Crick Tracker, stay safe and of course take care of yourselves.